Oh Lord, my little thingy thing that came off. Okay, so how y'all doing? I am Yaya. Welcome to the well. Today I wanted to keep working on my little letters. We're gonna work with the letters and see what messages they got. Don't mind me trying to put this back on there. It was on for the longest, and I thought it was gonna fall off, but you know, it took a while, but it did. Anyway, I'm pulling these letters. And I've been like, at first I was doing like a handful, like 3 or 4. And then I realized I need to do more than that because obviously it allows me to, it gives me more letters to work with, more messages. So, and also I'm coming live to you. Know what they say, live and direct from my cozy corner. So, it's my little corner. I'll be in here when I'm trying to meditate, and stuff. Meditate, chill, read my book. I need to get some spacers. I need to get some space tiles. But okay, so we have cafes. So you know how they say, like, when you want to meet, if you're trying to meet somebody of a certain caliber, or in a certain of a certain words are not wordy, but you want a specific type of person that you're trying to attract, or you're trying to become a specific kind of person. Um, they tell you to go hang out in places that those people are hanging out in. So we have cafes or cafes. So you need to be going to the cafe. You need to be going to um those little coffee shops, because that's where you're gonna find a person that you are wanting to meet. There's gonna be the people that you need to connect with is in the coffee shop. So go to the cafe, even if it is just one of those smaller ones that's like ducked off in the corner. Go to one of those. Alternatively, cafe is coffee in Spanish. So if for those of y'all who work with your ancestors, who venerate your ancestors, get them a cup of coffee. Either refresh their coffee or put a cup for them out. And for those who have deities that like coffee, that is your best bet to do that. Just give them a little coffee. All right, so let's see. We got CH. Okay, we got A. Okay. We got charred. So when I think about charred, it's like blackened or something burnt, something getting really burnt. So again, I think this is a way of someone's asking you to burn something for them. So again, offerings. So sometimes some deities and ancestors, when they like offerings, they tell you to burn a bay leaf, right? Burn a bay leaf, burn some paper. So write down your manifestations and burn it. You need to be working with fire. You need to be working with fire. So then we have shared or share, or shares. So we have these things, we have those here. So someone has a share of the pie. Your stocks, I would say take a look at your stock portfolio. This is a good time to buy up some things. So if you have the money to invest in it, this is a good time to do that. Yeah, get your stocks in order. Go get you a share or something. This is the time, because right now things are low, and it's a good time to buy up because of the way the economy is. So that when it gets back strong, now you have more money in your portfolio. So this is a good time to get shares into something. And I feel like you've been thinking about it. So you've been thinking about like what should I be doing right now? What could I be using? So yeah, yeah, that. Let's see. We have so then we have fresh. This, and you know what? When I see this, it made me think about a fresh baby. So people, so somebody just had a baby. Congratulations on that. So there's a new one coming out of there. There's also like a fresh, someone acting fresh with you. So they don't know. They acting like they don't know you. They don't know about you, what you're willing to do, what you have done. So you might have to really what they like words get with them. I guess you're gonna have to let someone know like, hey, I'm not the one to play with. Please don't do that. Um, then we also have fresh ideas. So you have a great idea that you need to get out. Go ahead and let them know, right? You have a good idea, you have a new method, you have a good strategy. It's fresh, it's new, right? No one has thought about this. You are the one who thought about it. So let them know because this is actually going to be really good. So you do that, you get your idea out, then they implement it and that gives you a boost. Now you can put that on your resume, right? You took a company from its lower point and you pivoted the whole thing, right? You made it, you improved on a process, which, you know, increased profits, so to speak. Let's see what else we got. I had to put these over here because excuse me. Anyway, I hope y'all doing good though. I hope y'all day is going good. I hope life is treating you well. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Let's see. I want to say there's like juices somewhere around here. I want to say that, but I could be wrong. Let's see. I'm trying to spread out the litter so I can see. I ain't got too much space to work with right now. But here we go. That's a lot of M's. Oh, wait, it's one M. It just happened to be a W. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, so hi, Avery. I hope your day is wonderful. Happy Venus Day. Happy Friday. Ooh, okay. We have rage. Ooh. We got rage and then rages. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we got rage and we got rages. So somebody's going to have to work on their rage and how they react to things. So or you may be encountering somebody who has a rage problem who could be easily triggered because they got a lot of things going on. So be careful about what you say around a certain person because that can trigger them, right? So be careful. And if you are the one who has this rage thing, we got to figure out why, where is it coming from? What's going on? Why are we like full of rage, right? What's going on with that? And when you can address the underlying problem, because rage is not something that's just like, oh, I'm mad, I'm finna go tear up things. No, there's something behind that because of the level of that, Rage is very enhanced anger. So we got to figure out what that is. We got C. We got C. SEA. So, um, somebody need to go to the sea. There's a deity that's calling you. They want you to come see them. I get it. See. Okay, anyway. I want you to come see them. Bring your offerings because, whenever you go talk to a DT, you need to have something there. And not just because it's a give and take, not just like, I want you to do something for me, so here's an offering. It's more like, I love you, I honor you, so I want to give you things. That's really what it is. So that's what I feel like that should be. But again, who am I but a humble citizen? So yeah, there's the sea. Some of y'all need to go by the sea. Like there's a home that you have out there that's by the coast or on the coast. Um, and then for somebody else, this it may seem odd, but there was somebody that was lost at sea or someone had went missing, and you might find them in the water close there. They'll be found in the water. Yeah, it sucks. My condolences, my love, because that's terrible. But yeah, that's where you can find them there. Um, we got Dear, DEAR. So kind of like a letter, someone writing an open letter to you. So when someone coming to speak to you, they might not know how to communicate their words verbally, so they'll have to write it down first. So you might actually end up getting a physical letter or an email because for them to organize their thoughts, they had to write them down. So you can expect an email or a letter, and this could be like an apology or someone expressing how they feel about you, someone addressing something, and it'll be written. This also can be like someone's dear to another person, so they really care about them. That's like we call them like my baby, you know, saying, "Oh, my baby, that's my baby." We got ears. I would recommend that you go get your ear checked. Go get your ears checked, or there may be somebody like, and actually, this was like a kid. A kid could be having ear problems, so I would recommend going to get them checked out. Go take them to the doctor now so they can catch that because you don't want your baby ended up deaf or having some like severe ear infection and it messes up other things. So their ears are hurting or it's like ringing. You need to go get that checked out. Ooh. All right, so then there's dare. There you go. Oh, there you go. We got dare, as in I dare you. So somebody is like, I dare you to do this. And when they say that, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Like if you dare, there's some dangerous things there. Let's not do that. So if you've been feeling like this is kind of a dangerous thing, it's very risky, and the outcome is not worth the risk. Please don't do that. Please go away. Go the other way. Restricted areas are restricted for a reason, right? We got rave. So that makes me think about ranting and raving. So someone singing your praises. Someone singing your praises. Someone singing. Yeah. They're like really saying like, oh my God, this person is amazing. This person makes me feel good. This person does this is this. They're raving about you. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I got the buzz a little. But yeah. Yeah. Like ranting and raving too about that. We have mess. 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 Oh, child, you got yourself in some mess, okay? Here, look, I'm telling you right now, right? There are some people who are messy and they always are in some mess. And if you see that person, they always got something to say about somebody else. They always got the tea, but they never have anything productive or progressive, you know? Um, You might want to stay away from that. Also, some people can be getting themselves into a mess. So be careful about what you're doing and make sure that this is something that's actually necessary, right? Be careful about what you say. Be careful that you have all of the facts before you do make a statement or before you stand behind something, because you're gonna realize that, because if you don't, you may realize that you done back somebody who um is not like really worth your time or your effort or your energy or something, and it's like, oh no, it's false. So yeah, avoid rumors and gossip. Let's see. Oh, dress. Okay. I was trying to see if there's another word here that'll go with that. That's why I'm looking a little crazy. But you got dress. So somebody's looking for the right dress, the perfect dress for an event. Um the perfect dress for an event. Um I think you can find that. I'm trying to think about a color or something, like if that's what it is, like why are they trying to say it? Because with my other ones, I got Cal, I got Pam, I got Val, I have hmm, How, also have Who. Okay, so if we're looking at who dresses like that, so someone maybe looking like your style is so different that if anyone else does it, it would look weird. It's weird on everybody else, but you pull it off and you make it look good, right? So there's that. I have JV, so someone is like junior leagues, so not exactly there yet, but you're getting started, and you have some time before you go pro or you make it to varsity. So take your time, right? Take your time. You're learning. You're learning, okay? We got Suge, okay? Suge, no night, okay? That man did give us some great music, some great artists. But we got Suge, and that makes me think about someone and calling the nickname like Sugar, you know? Um, Again, it's kind of like Deer. Um, Someone that's sweet. Um, yeah, being sweet. And actually, yeah, we actually do have Sugar. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, we have Sugar here. So something being sweet. Some of y'all might need to do a sweetening spell, um, or do like some sweetening work, right? And a lot of you may think like, well, why do you need a sweeten? You can sweeten a lot of things, right? And that's how I see it. Before I do a hex, I would rather do a sweetening. Before I do something to push someone's will, I'd rather do a sweetening, right? So you and your significant other maybe getting into it. Y'all not feeling good. You know, that person's been treating you a little wrong lately. And you're like, oh, instead of putting a hex on them or trying to bind them to you, do a sweetening spell. Why? Because that's going to sweeten the energy. It doesn't push on their will, but it does make the environment easier. And that way you can see more things. And that's how I see that, you know? Um, I got hope. So it's a little cloudy, but hope comes. Hope is always there. Hope is one of the best things to believe in because it gets you through the darkest night. Also, there is a person named Hope that you need to be looking on the lookout for. Hope is gonna help you. They're gonna bring you something, extend a opportunity to you. We got rope, so being roped into something. Um, so to avoid being roped into something, I'm gonna need you to one stand on your boundaries. Okay, if you don't want to do something, you gotta let them know, hey, this is not it. This is not what I'm down for. I don't want to do it. All right. Oh, do we got save? Oh, okay. Look, so what I'm looking at, what made me think about it was we have save and then rope. So save some rope. Um, don't use all of your energy on one task. Don't use all of your money on this one thing. You need to make sure that you're spreading your resources wisely because you say you're like, you're climbing a tree or something. You don't want to use all your rope just to get up the tree and then now you got up there, but how are you going to get back down, right? So save a little rope so that you can get out the other side. You can come up and down. You can have enough to lower whatever it is you're trying to gather, right? So save a little rope. Save your resources. Don't spend all of your resources on one thing. That's what they're trying to say. I got specs. So you have specs. Some people that's like the actual distributor. Um, but this makes you think about like operating. So with technology, they say, well, what's the specs on it? So how does it run? What's the playtime, stuff like that. So you need to be looking at the operating systems or whatever this new thing that you got before you buy it. Look at the reviews, look at the specs of it, look at what does it do, how long does it run, what's the volume of what's the volume, how loud does it get is what I'm trying to say. So look at everything, look at all the information that you can about this product before you go and buy it. And that might sound crazy, but no, because I think that the one that you're looking at right now, it's not going to be what you need. So I would say look at that before you purchase it so that you can find something that's more fitting to what you need instead of just buying it and saying, oh, okay, that's it, you know. We got frog. It's about feeling froggy. But the frogs, so frogs are actually they're harbingers of change and transformation. They are reminders to be flexible. They are in fact amphibious, and that makes me think that they remind us to be, be emotional. Like we are emotional beings, right? We're mostly made of water, which means that we're intuitive. We have emotions, and a lot of the physical elements are often manifestations of an emotional thing. So, okay, and you're like, girl, what? But stress. Stress causes a lot of things, okay? And what makes people stressed? Emotional things. You're sad about something, you're angry about something, you're hurt about something, you're overworked, you're overbearing. Those cause stress, stress cause ailments. Um, yeah. So, frogs, they remind us to, yes, be emotional beings. Yes, we can be emotion. Yes, we can feel our feels and have what we need. But also, you have to remember that they live on earth, they live on land and in water. They can breathe in both, right? They do best on both. So, with the land, you need to be grounded. So, yes, feel your feels, right? Be inspired, do all these things, but you cannot don't be temperamental. You need to be grounded. So, have the inspiration, but be grounded enough that you can actually bring it to fruition because you're paying attention to what you're doing. You have a method to what you got going. Nothing, you cannot achieve your dreams if you do not have a plan and a method. You have to be prepared to make your dreams come true. And that's just what it is. Okay. Mud came up, so I have mud frog, which makes you think about like being stuck in the mud. And it's like, okay, so if you're stuck in the mud, how do we get out of here? Well, you gotta be like a frog. What does a frog do? They either burrow into the mud, and you're like, okay, what? Get stuck even more? No. What I'm saying is, sometimes you gotta be in the mud to cool yourself out. So take this as not a time. Don't look at this time as you're stuck and you're not moving forward. More as, okay, this is giving me time to cool off. It's giving me time to cool off, to kind of wait, to chill out, to rest and recover, so that when the mud does harden, when the land gets back solid, I can move forward now and I can hop along and I'll be just fine. I don't have to worry about sinking into the mud. So use this as a time now to rest and then plan and prepare for when it's time for you to go. Remember, everything goes into seasons. Everything in seasons, right? And this is a season for you to rest, recoup, and plan. And then we have Peach. So somebody's from Georgia. Okay, so this is what you think about Georgia. So either being from there or having something to do there, having family from Georgia, having a need to go to Georgia. You have something going on there that you need to be there. And with that being the case, like, find your way there, okay? Other people, peaches are delicious. They're a great fruit. They work well in cobblers. I don't know, is a cobbler technically a pie? I don't know. Anyway, they're a sweet fruit, and they're great offerings. So some of y'all, I would recommend giving this offering to your deity or your guides, your angels, your ancestors. They would like a peach. All right. So I hope those messages helped you. I hope they were, I hope it resonated. I hope it worked with you. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Do y'all like these? Yeah, I like these little tiles. Should I continue with these? Let me know. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me. And y'all be good.